is everything.
I hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go. And every time you leave, it's just enough.
Oh, that be popping. I love the intro. Welcome to Joints and Gibberish, guys. Big Munchie on the check-in. Y'all already know what's going on. So I'm here with Bellamy Bellamy from Bellamy Bellamy Entertainment. We about to dig a little deep as it relates to her story, who she is, what she has going on right now, a little bit about her background, and what's on the horizon. So this is what we got going on. How you doing, Bellamy?
I'm good.
Oh, we got the biggest. Oh, man, this is awesome.
Not the little one. You know,
Not the little one?
Make sure you put that on the end.
Where you from, Bellamy?
From Bridgeport, Connecticut.
You know what? When I first met you, I don't know why,
Yep.
you ring of Waterbury, so I thought you lived in Waterbury. Does everybody assume that?
Listen, we're not about to do that.
I'm just saying, am I the first person that thought that?
No, I'm from Bridgeport, but I moved to Waterbury in 2011. So that's why people think I'm from Waterbury, because I went there when I was younger. So.
And you have a business. You have a brick and mortar out in Waterbury. So what kind of business do you have out there?
A hair salon, all locks, natural locks, and a nail salon.
What? You got a hair salon and a nail salon? Get out of here, all in one. So how long has that business been established?
Well, August we make a year, so make sure y'all come to that.
Wow, can we get a round of applause for that production? Can we please get a round of applause? Thank you so much. Shout out to Black entrepreneurs winning and sticking to the course or what have you. So what else we got going on? I heard you got Bellamy Bellamy Entertainment going. So tell us a little bit about that.
Bellamy Bellamy Entertainment. I don't know, I feel like I've always been like a party girl. Like I've always been a girl's girl. And I love money. Period. So it's just I came up with the idea, sat down, I was going to clubs by myself, trying to get my name out there. Just making collabs on the shit. And I started my own business on it, like everybody else doing it. I'm like, I do it by myself, And it really stemmed off of doing things with certain people and not going to how it's planned. And it's I could do this shit by myself. Fuck out of here. So I established Bellamy Bellamy Entertainment, got a manager, Mark Grasso. Make sure y'all add him on Facebook.
That's what's up. Shout out to Mark, man. Mark really goes hard for you. I watch him in the street, and you are not the easiest baby.
That's the GOAT.
To manage. So it takes a lot of patience and dedication to stay the course with Bellamy Bellamy.
Facts.
Yeah, so shout out to Mark. And so with your entertainment, I know that you're always in the clubs, but I know you said you're a party individual. What about the nightlife made you say, you know what, I could get some money out of these rooms?
I don't know, because I'm just I don't know, I'm just that type of person. I don't even know how to explain it on some real
Because you have to establish yourself in some way. For people, because now you got Perfect, recognizing you. Shout out to DJ Perfect.
Boy, for real.
You be at the spot. Shout out to Vibe. Shout out to Solutions. Shout out to Rick over there. Shout out to Rick Jones, man.
Yeah,
Rick,
that's my boy. Shout out to Solutions.
Right in Hamden, man. He got it going on. The
Mike
wings
Drop
is cracked.
Tuesdays, yeah.
Pop out, man. And then she got Mike Drop Tuesdays happening over there. But you've made a name for yourself really, really quickly, right? Because how long have you been after the nightlife?
So Bellamy Bellamy, this will be our second year. I started, last year, I think it's 3 years. Yeah, it's 3 years.
3 years?
3 years, but this year we just became legit. My manager.
So did it take you 3 years to start being able to monetize off it? How long did it take you to still returning your investment with these clubs?
Honestly, I first started dealing with DJ Trav from Bridgeport, and he had started DJing at 1086 Lounge in Bridgeport, and he just started putting me on to doing parties with him and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Started bringing some baddies out, started seeing the money. I'm like, oh, this is hitting a little different. So yeah, I want some more than this. At this point, it's just and I love how the people turn up. I love the people come out for me. I love my supporters. Everybody love me.
Who have you brought out in the city? Who you brought to the city?
We bought out Persuasion. We bought out Summer None Other, Tinkerbella. We about to bring somebody else. You know, Charlie Clips we bought out.
Shout out to Clips, man. You hooked us up with Terminal.
That's my boy.
Man, when it came to Charlie Clips, you looked out.
We did bring out Holly TV. And Waterbury. Yeah, so that's the first couple of ones that we got under our belt.
Well, let's not, you can't skip some things, man. You in the midst of all of this, you've done a few auditions on Zeus.
Yeah, I went to them stinking ass auditions.
How many auditions have you done so far?
I did 2 auditions.
What was the first one?
The first one was in Detroit, Michigan.
How'd that turn out?
I actually, well, my first experience, it was alright, like, you know what I mean? Like, but it was 15 hours, like, I didn't expect it, I didn't set up for it, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know what to expect. I was just coming down there on some, like, I need that. Like, I need my ticket and I'm going home.
Did you have to fight or anything? Like, was it what we see?
Well, no.
And shout out to my outfit, y'all. I wear whatever the fuck I want.
I don't know about the ones that they about to drop, but I fought on the main stage. No, on the first stage. For Baddies Africa, but for Detroit, I had 2 fights. They ain't even air my fights. That's what pissed me the fuck off, because I done lost a wig, fucking eyelash was fucking scratched, like, fuck.
And I seen you go live. I was like, what did you do? And when you got out there, you went live, and then you had some stuff go on with Bobby. What was all that shit?
So
God damn.
That was for Baddies Africa. Like, he was just mad fucking rude and disrespectful. Like, we waited there all that time. And at first, they was like hating on some shit. Like, I felt like they was hating. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
But I seen you at the clubs and y'all was all right there. You was with Natalie. I mean, I'm talking about like shoulder length. So
like, we was all right there. Like,
and then the next day they did some bullshit.
Saucy Santana took a whole video of us. He from our city. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Saucy, man. Shout out to Saucy.
Don't be weird.
Killing
like,
the hills.
Period. But when we got to the main stage, me and my friend down there, or whatever, when we got to the main stage, they was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, come to the front. And Bobby called us to the front, and Natalie, and I was like, what you about to do? He was like, oh, I got this one, just be quiet. I got this one, that, and Saucy. And he was like, y'all look like y'all from the bottom of the bureau. Y'all can have a good night. Like,
wait. So you got to the front. So when they called y'all to the front, and you thought they was calling y'all to...
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Either fight or just move forward.
I thought we was about to fight, like, type shit. So I was like, all right, let me get ready, because what the fuck? So already, like, I'm thinking that. So, nah, that nigga was just like, I'm from the bottom of it. I started going the fuck off. I do not hate that LGBT community, but I told that nigga, like, fuck you faggot. Like, what is going on? Like, we not about to do that. Because I ain't never from the bottom of the barrel when I done paid your bitches to bring your bitches out.
And the crazy thing to me is, I felt like by now you would have built enough camaraderie with the girls, especially because you always bring the baddies out. You fly them out, you take care of them when they come. One thing about her, she takes care of you, man. You get chef life, all that. She don't, she don't hold back on it.
We eating after that. We gonna club and eat.
Yeah.
And drink some more.
So, that opportunity to me, by the time you got to the second audition, right? I'm quite sure we know you're not going to the third one.
Oh, yeah.
Have you not decided to say, you know what? Let me put this energy into my own show. Why haven't you created a baddie show around yourself?
We working on something.
Okay. All right. I hope I at least get 2 scenes in this, whatever this is. But I think that should be your next move. This is just me.
Yeah, we working on something. That's why we've been looking for girls, you know what I'm saying? We want serious girls. Like, we don't want no females that's like not on the timing that we on. Once we drop what we got on the table, if they not accepting it, then it ain't no point to move forward.
Okay.
And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's for females in Connecticut. Like, I'm putting up for my state. Like, we need to make noise. So females in my state, like.
I actually love that you're doing that because, some of the girls, they need their love too.
Yeah, bro.
So what you're trying to do, we trying to get into a Jocelyn Cabaret kind of situation, or we doing now that's TV?
Stop trying to get the tea, bro.
Can I get a little bit of us? Because I didn't know there was even anything on the horizon. I mean, we didn't sign an NDA together for us to be able to chat about our... Well, can I get my contract, Mark? Where's my NDA? I can give you my NDA. I'm going to give you mine, you give me yours. Is that cool? This is where I can have some tea. I want to know some things. I thought we was digging deep.
I could drop something. You want me to drop what we dropped today a little bit for today?
Though. Let a baddie get something, man.
It's not even about that, but we is about to go on a little tour.
And that's your camera right there. Let everybody see them eyes.
On a tour. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, are we going in? Are we in the tri-state? Are we doing Midwest?
We
are we
around?
going?
We around
We in
Connecticut.
Georgia. Okay, we doing a CT tour.
Yeah, we doing a CT
Okay,
tour.
all right. And is that a CT club tour? Is that a
CT club tour?
Okay, cool. Can I get any more details out of it? Because I'm definitely trying to dig. Okay, and so I'm definitely not here to force anything out of you. I want this to be a conversation that you feel like you're able to.
You know I can't drop.
Lead.
You know I can't drop on my tea and my crumpets because people be doing too much and they be stealing shit.
So have you experienced a lot of people mimicking some of what you've been doing lately?
Listen.
And if you have, because I'm here for the tea and the crumpets.
I really
you
don't want to get into all of that. I would never say that. But if somebody is copying me, well, damn, you could have added a real bitch.
I'm just saying, you don't even got a name drop. Have you seen any scenarios that look similar?
It's a lot of scenarios that's just like mine, but I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna keep moving just like everybody else gonna keep moving, and they shit gonna keep pedaling. But what I'm the type of person that I will collab with anybody in Connecticut. You feel what I'm saying? Anybody in Connecticut could come to me with a deal, have my manager, write something up, we'll come to the table, we talk about it, and if it's in our range and we want to do that, we'll take it on. But if not, no. But it's a lot of people that I done did that with already, and I done been fucked like 9 different ways. So that's why there's a manager in place. That's why we got motherfucking contracts in place. We got black and white.
Imperative.
You get a contract. You get a contract. You get a contract.
And that's just learning from experience because in the world you try to trust people, right? And I'm quite sure. Shout out to my socks, man, because I put on what I want to put on. But in the real world, right? You know what I'm saying? Especially as you're trying to reinvent the wheel, as you know, with yourself and your brand. You find it that, let me go into these moments trying to be kind. Let me have some grace. Not minding sharing ideas and networking and resources.
I don't mind doing that at all, but it's just like.
But how's that been for you? Have there been any snakes in the grass?
Of course. I'm just not going to mention no names or no shit like that.
Okay. I just ask questions a million different ways so I could try to pull some tea out of you.
There's always somebody lurking and there's always somebody doing something. You feel me? Somebody always throwing something closer to yours or somebody always doing something weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really give a fuck, but because I'm going to still move forward with mines and I'm going to still get mine.
Yeah,
like,
as you should, baby.
I just feel like a lot of promoters in Connecticut, like, instead of, like, most of us working together, like, some of them work against each other, like, and that shit is not cool. Like, I don't feel like that.
So you get more competition vibes.
There's, like, I think there's, like, so far I met, like, 2 or 3 C-team promoters, and one of them right now is like Mar, she's from Hartford.
Mar Banks?
She's the
that's my young girl.
I fucks with her. Like,
she cool as fuck.
Yeah, I like her. I went to one of her parties. I fuck with her. Like, she's a promoter I will fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to you, Mar. She make baskets and all that. She got she be vending. We used to vend back in the day together.
She has skill out here.
Yeah, she a big time promoter. Shout out. I watched her grow.
Word. So like shit like that. Like when I know, like, even when I came to her event, she did her little 1s and 2s for me. You feel me? Like, I fuck with that. Like, so when I come...
Which, y'all broke some bread?
No, not like that. You get...
I just like to get all the tea.
Doors and shit,
Okay.
With a couple of people.
Big one. Okay, but that's how it's supposed to go, because then when she come your way, you're going to do the same.
Yeah, hell yeah. If I know you come to our party, nigga, you get...
Yeah, extend that grace.
But yeah, that's
I done gone to a few parties free with you. You know what I'm saying?
How you selling?
Well, we sisters, so that's how this thing go. And then, let's kind of get a little bit, we're gonna get a little deeper than that, right? So, and shout out to a restaurant I went to. Y'all know a burger joint that be giving these peanuts. I went and got some of these. I have to get my old lady a little burger and all that. And shout out to them, these shits is popping. So, as it relates to what you have going on in the past, right? I have seen you on some of CT's biggest blogs. And then I also seen you on, I Googled you and then I seen a few other articles about you. And so I could kind of like be specific, but then I kind of like maybe want you to get ahead of it, what you think I might have saw.
Shit, there's probably a couple of them motherfuckers up here.
Anything that's been in the blog that you would like to address?
I mean...
Anything about your past?
The only thing you're gonna catch in the blogs about me is, oh, she was a crackhead. Oh, she was this. Oh, she was that. That's what you're gonna catch in the blogs about me.
That you was on drugs?
Yeah, you ain't gonna never catch in the blogs that I was a broke bitch, that I was an old bitch, that was no type of bitch, but a crackhead. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, there was some.
But when you say that out loud, only thing you might hear about me is that I was a crackhead, right? How does that make you feel when you say that out loud? Is there anything about that where it like burns your soul, or you cool with where you at right now because of recovery?
I mean, now where I'm at in my life right now, I really don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, like, what I did in my past, it don't define me right now. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit made me who I am right now. So at the end of the day, whoever got something to say about anything, I'm not gonna lose any sleep about it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can move forward. Probably like back then, yeah, I probably would have dwelled on it, been on Facebook, trying to go back and forth with people. You feel what I'm saying? That was back then. I'm grown now. You feel me?
So when the latest, there was something about you on the blogs lately, right? I think that was on a Facebook blog. And that was more recent. So let's just say that was in like the last 6-7 months. So that kind of like brings up your past. When your past gets brought back up, right? Does that do anything to your sobriety? Does that compromise you at all? Does it make you want to use? Or does it encourage you to say, you know what, let me just show them how I'm gonna continue to persevere?
No. I don't think so. Not anymore. It used to. You feel me? It used to. That's because I was out there, like, niggas knew. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I was always getting arrested for dumb shit. Feel me? Like, it wasn't like my shit was hidden. Like, I wasn't no hidden type of person. Like, I was always, niggas always knew what I was going through, you feel me? Like,
so when you were using in the streets of New Haven or in the streets of Waterbury?
Waterbury.
Now, was that just, I'm trying to go back to when you first started using. Was that you being a product of your environment, or was that just you wanting to do what you did?
Nah, so I had a friend that I used to chill with or whatever in Bridgeport, and we used to live in a hotel at the time. Like, my grandmother had passed away and shit, and my grandfather had took the house or whatever from my mom and shit like that. So we moved into a hotel, and at that point, I was a teen, you feel me? I always wanted to be outside, so I was grown as fuck when I was younger, you feel me? So
how old are you at this point?
I was like 14.
Okay, you 14, you met a friend.
So we lived in a hotel or whatever, so she started like feeding me the shit through a blunt. Like, I didn't know what it was at first, you feel me? So at this point, I want more of it, you feel me? So
what was that? Wait. Tell me why you wanted more. Was the high different? And were you not able to tell the difference between the high in the beginning?
Because I wasn't even smoking weed yet at that point.
So your introduction to, what is this drug? You said coke, is it coke? Or, because I don't know. Okay, so your introduction to coke was in the same window you was introduced to weed, so you didn't know the difference in the high. So that's why you couldn't tell that you was even getting some spiked blunts.
Right.
Okay, so once you realized that the blunts had something additional in it, what was your reaction to that?
I started realizing it because I wanted to swap over because she was doing it differently. You feel what I'm saying? So when she started doing it differently, I started doing it with her, you feel me?
What you mean when she started doing it differently?
Like, she used to smoke it out of a pipe and shit like that. So when she smoked that out of a pipe, I wanted to smoke it out of a pipe because I'm like, damn, bitch, what you doing? Like, let me, you feel me? Like, and that's how that happened. Like, I was introduced to it right there. Feel me? I started doing shit, running away, like.
Zoom in on her. Zoom in on her, please, while she's telling this. That's your camera, baby. Tell these people that.
Hold on. I started doing shit, like running away from my house and shit, like my mom, like, and I just started doing it, like, I don't know, like, I just took off with that shit, like, it made me feel good at that point, you know?
Now, what kind of feeling were you looking for?
I don't know. Like,
was it a party feeling after the fact? Like, what was happening? You would use it and then you would do what? Like, what was your typical routine after using? Stealing. And was that to get more, or that's because you just need something to do?
To get more. That's all. Like, my instinct waking up was where I'm going so I could go get my shit, like, first. X. Feel me? Like, I'm waking up, going to the stores.
You told me something so interesting. For one, she and I always talk because my mother, and kudos to you, because I didn't get a chance to see my mother reach recovery at a rate in which I'm able to see you. So that alone makes me just, I love you, I love your process, I love your past, I love your present. because nothing has dictated or determined who you are, and you didn't let anything get in the way of you saying, you know what, God, take the taste out my mouth. Let me be better. I want to be better. And you must have meant it when you said it, because God only responds to those who mean what they say. So that at some point there was conviction in your heart to proceed and do better. So the fact that we're here right now and I'm talking to a recovering person, that alone, I'm proud of you. And you and I don't have like years and years of relationship. I'm proud of the process because I know what it is to be on the other side and not make it, and actually to make it in the coffin. You get what I'm saying? And not the club. And so for that, baby, God, you was covered and your story was meant to be told. So I doubt this would be the first time you tell your story, but you told me something that was so interesting, and it kind of took me out, because even though my mother was on drugs, you know, I sold methadone and all that with her from a kid, and footballs and benzos and Percocets, and we'd be on the corner of McDonald's in the morning on Eastern Park, and we'd be selling to all the crackheads, and she always would tell me to keep my level of awareness up, because as the day progressed and the methadone would kick in, you know, she was losing her level of awareness. So now this is where I'm on point. You get what I'm saying? And then I noticed there'd be some days that she was just up, and I'd be like, how you go from knocked out, nodding over without hitting the ground to hitting? And then Bellamy told me something that was so interesting. It kind of took me out a little bit. I said, Joe, what's the longest you've been up? And I think, Bellamy, you told me like 12 days or some shit like that. What you say?
14 days.
14 days. I said, you was awake? I said, and doing what? And you was like, get into it. But get into what for 14 days with no sleep? What happened to you during them 14 days, and then what happened after? Did you hit a Mack truck at any point? I want to understand 14 days of being high on what?
Crack.
Being high on crack for 14 days straight and not sleeping. Tell me about those days. Can you go back there in your mind, or is that you've erased some of that?
Nah, I didn't erase that. I remember everything.
So give me a little bit if you don't mind, and I'm
not
sorry.
A lot, like,
Dig into my girl. Let her get her camera.
Most of the times, like, it will be like 14, like once 7 hit, like I would either like be passed out somewhere in the hospital, and I'll get up and leave the hospital, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
check your own self out the hospital?
Yeah, like I'm like, fuck that, I don't want to be here, like type shit. Like 14 days is one of my family members coming to get me, like, you know, and they'll bring me back home, and I find my way right back out.
And do you remember that window while you was in that? Like by the 14th day, you wake up, your family members there. What?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm in and out. Like, so like most of the times when I was going home, like I would be asleep most of the time. They wouldn't even have no type of like conversation. Like they know I'm coming in and I'm taking a shower and I'm going to sleep.
How did that make the people that loved you feel? Did they ever have a conversation with you and sit you down on some intimate? Because at this point, you still young, right? Because you started out at 14, so you what, 17 in this one? Like, how old are you in this window when we hitting 14 days of using?
I was older then. I was like probably like 20, 20s.
And what are you thinking about yourself as a 20-year-old girl using for this many years? Did you see a future for yourself?
I was just going with life and whatever was coming at me.
If you back then, if that version of you would guess how many more years you had left to live, right?
None. I would be dead.
Pull up some of them pictures I have of Bellamy for me. Pull up some of those pictures. As we pull up the pictures, I kind of just want to, you know, in real life, man, you got to make a real conscious decision to make changes. Like the ones that you've made, and to show up for yourself. Did therapy get you here? Did a bad fall get you here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this is insane. Who's that girl right there? How old was that girl?
I think I was like 19 right here.
You was 19? Doing what? Where you was at? In this picture, what you was doing?
I was at a pizza restaurant. I was at a pizza restaurant with my ex-boyfriend that was trying to help me get better, but I was just not trying to hear it.
So this girl had people trying to save her, and you wasn't ready to be saved.
Like,
You ate that pizza. He's trying to talk you off the ledge, and what? You just got up out of there and went to get high?
I was always like disappearing from him type shit, like, cause he was really like stern about that shit. Like he was really trying to like help me. Like he was cool with my mom, you know, he was best friends with my pops. Like so it was kind of to the point where he was just like, yeah, nah. And he fell in love with me, you know what I mean? Like that person, and he didn't know I was on drugs. He funked out in the worst way. Feel me? Like.
So, all right, because I want to understand a little bit, because now you help. I kind of already know this, but every time my mother pulled away from me, it was because I was probably the person that held her accountable the most for using those drugs. Because it sounds like the one individual that would have loved you no matter what happened, no matter how you look. Because in this picture, if he didn't know you was on drugs, he crazy as all hell. Or he loved you so much he wasn't even looking deep enough.
Nah, because when I went to him, I was a little bigger than this.
What's your smallest that you've ever gotten in weight?
110.
Now, meeting you, here, let me tell you something, right? Meeting Bellamy, I met her like this. She ain't got to stand up. You already see what we dealing with. You see what I'm talking about. So we talking one day about her recovery, and we kind of talking about my mother's recovery. And Bellamy sent me, she was like, let me show you. Because I was like, what you look like? I can't imagine. So as she's flipping through the pages, I had no choice. It wasn't even like feeling compelled. My heart wouldn't allow me not to cry, because if you didn't have feelings, or if you didn't really have like some real genuine love for you, and then to see that, God allowed me also to miss that window. I do appreciate that, because, you know, everybody can't handle that, and everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And knowing the you that I know now, this lets me know that anything is possible for you. Do you feel like anything is possible for you?
At this point.
When you look at her, like, tell her something. Like, what would you tell her, yo?
I'm a bad bitch. I hate what you mean.
Because was you getting money in this window?
I was getting money throughout the whole
Give me another picture.
baby.
Give me another picture.
Money was never a problem for me. That was the problem.
And that was the problem.
That was the problem. You feel me? Like,
Bellamy, what you think about that girl's shoulder?
because when I look at it now, niggas thought I didn't even think I would look like that, for real. In that body, I didn't think I looked like that.
So in real time, there was nothing wrong with that body.
It was still nothing wrong with me. I was still fine.
But before you were using, were you that small? Like, was that typically your normal weight back then? What was your normal, like? When you had meat on you? Okay.
That's all because I was tall. Like, I was slim.
Now, this is the father of?
My first 2 kids.
Because you got how many kids?
3.
Okay. Now, during this window, he knew you was using. Did you have kids yet in this picture?
Yeah.
Both of them or just one of them?
One of them.
What you had first, a boy or girl?
My son.
What is he as a man doing to help you with this? Or is he using as well? So this man is not using at all. So what was he? I mean, and this is awesome because you was able to still find people that love you. But why was he willing to get into that fight with you?
I don't know.
Did you ever ask him that?
I don't know.
Would you have gotten that fight with you if you was him? But the way he's holding you and the body language means he don't give a fuck what you've been through, what you're going through, and what he's on it like the Hornets.
Yeah, that's till this day though. You feel me? That was my partner in crime at one point. Like, you feel me? Like,
wow.
It was to points where, like, you know, like, he couldn't even get me to go home. So he like, I'm staying with you. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it type shit. Like.
So has he ever seen you use? Wow. What?
He made oaths to my sisters and my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether I get in the streets or not, like, you know, nothing better happen to her type shit. Like, so he was always there. Like,
and so you respect him for that.
I could never like turn corners and he not there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, when I was out there doing my bullshit, like, It was either him or my brother that was out there, like, word, like, all straight.
So you were still protected even though you were in the streets? So let me ask you a question. If you could go back to a scenario that probably you would say was my worst scenario while I was out in the street, what was that worst scenario where they probably wasn't there to protect you in real time?
So I was selling hella drugs out of the Apple Motel in Waterbury. And, like, I was moving, like, heavy drugs, like, not no little shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I was on some cartel shit out this motherfucker. Like, you feel me? And I was about to serve somebody, and I went up to my room. I grabbed the money from him. I went up to my room to go grab it. And when I was coming out my room, these two niggas just beat me the fuck up. Like, real bad.
Big guys? Were you able to fight back? Well, it didn't even matter. It was
I
men.
got away. Feel me? I got away. I got away and I went home.
What'd you look like after that? Did you have
black
bruises?
Eyes, yeah. I had black eyes. The scrapes into my arms in that picture, that was around that time.
This is that window? I don't fucking believe this is you. I cannot even fathom this. I can't fathom walking past this version of Bellamy Bellamy after sitting next to this version of Bellamy Bellamy. What's your name in this picture? What did they call you? Because your name wasn't Bellamy Bellamy then. What was your name?
Autumn or Ty.
Autumn lived a hell of a fucking life. Because, what are you, about 20-something years old right now?
29.
In 29 years, you've lived the life of probably one of our elders. Then seen it all, been through it all, and you're still trying to find grace every day to smile and to throw parties to make other people feel good.
Because it makes me feel good.
You're out a lot, right? You in the party scene, so I would think a party environment would be very provoking. You smoke weed and you do drink. Are you doing this because it's something else, or is it just something you like to do? I'm trying to figure out, are we replacing one with another? Are we replacing the club also? With the coke with the club and all, like, what are we doing?
Nah, I ain't replace no drinking with the club. I replace money with the club. You feel me?
Because I'm just, I don't know. I personally, I've only smoked weed.
I can not drink for like days at a time.
All right, so let's just say you get as big as you want to be, right? Because we already know you the biggest. So with you being the biggest, that means you're going to be in rooms bigger than you could ever imagine at some point. We're going to speak into existence that you'll be in rooms with people that you never fathom, right?
That happens now.
Okay, cool. Everybody in that room is doing cocaine. Everybody's doing cocaine, and half of those blunts is already rolled. What are you going to do in that fucking room?
First of all, how did I even get there? First of all, one.
Listen, we talking Diddy parties. You don't know how you're gonna get into a room. You could remember, you manage artists. You can get into a studio, and that studio can have a world of a twirl in that bitch. We got to be real with this shit. What is Bellamy gonna do?
I wouldn't say nothing like that, but I got so much shit that goes on around me, like right now, like I could easily fall if I wanted to.
Do you have yourself in them scenarios to test yourself, or you just happen to still sometimes be in a scenario?
I've tested myself a few times.
Did you pass?
Absolutely.
Have you ever used how long have we been sober?
Damn. Almost like...
That was right on time production, because I can't wait to get to that picture, but how long?
Almost 6 years.
You got your chips?
my name.
Yeah. Shout out, yo, Bellamy.
I didn't even use that, like...
Shout out to you, man.
I don't know, I didn't like NA and AA for some reason.
So how did you get clean? What happened? So if you didn't do NA and AA, did you go to did you retreat anywhere? Did you go to a rehab center?
I went to jail. I went to Camp 99.
Niantic Rehabilitation Facilities. That's where you was at. Okay, cool. And during that bid, how long were you in jail? How much time did you do?
Almost 3.
Almost 3 years. So in those 3 years, you were sober. Now, when you went to jail, by this time, were both kids here? Okay, so you left. So now, what happens in this window?
What, when I went to jail?
Yeah, because now you have to leave.
Oh, so when I went to jail, my aunt had got my kids. My aunt takes care of my kids.
So, okay, these are the two that she takes care of right here.
Yeah, Julius and Juliana.
And that's with the loyal ass guy who loved you no matter what was going on. That's his children. I gotta say that only because my mother was, again, she was on drugs heavy, and there was times where I was too embarrassed. And looking at the picture, you understand what I'm saying? I didn't really, we're gonna keep it good, but.
Nah, you couldn't tell him that.
I look at those pictures, I go, damn, there was sometimes I didn't want to do that warm embrace because wasn't proud of you, you high, you skinny as a motherfucker, and what am I hugging? And so you miss out on hugs and you miss out on those things because you in such a judging mentality. You sitting there worried about the next thing as opposed to worrying about the moment. And so,
my son was like that.
What?
Like, he would know, like he would know. Like, they would, my aunt and my mom would know when I relapsed because of my son.
Because he felt it.
He wouldn't go to sleep. He'll stay up all night long, crying.
Then what'd that do for you? Did that also make you want to stop, or in that window, because you didn't go to jail yet, it was just, mommy got to go and she'd be back?
There was points in time in my life where I was stopping, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing, like, my 6-month bids home, 5-month bid home. I ain't even stayed home for almost a year, 2 years, one time.
But the crazy thing is, you told me, you said, Munch, because we had this conversation, because I was born with drugs in my system. And so I was like, Bellamy, did you use while you were pregnant? Be honest. And you was like, no. So there was something in your medulla that would turn off when necessary.
So as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I would stop using. I would go home. My first son, my mom called it in time. Like, she came and found me. She heard I was pregnant. She brought me home. And my son was born with no drugs in his system.
Round of applause for that. And what about your daughter? Same thing for your daughter?
Oh, same with her. I was clean with her for like 2 years now. Before I had her.
So in this, obviously, if the baby isn't born with drugs, you haven't been doing drugs in this picture. Now, after this window, you go back to using.
Nah, I think my son turned my daughter turned I couldn't have, because Julius was one right here. Juliana was like a year. She was turning one when I relapsed again after this.
Did you feel disappointed in yourself, or you didn't even have time to register that? Because you was letting somebody down ultimately.
Because I used to still come around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never left. I was never the type of person that would, like, not go back and check on my kids. You feel me? I always was going to check on my kids. If I had a jug and I had money, I was going back and I was giving them money, and I was going to do what I was going to do. Or I was going to get clothes or whatever they needed. I called my aunt or my mom if they need something. I'm dropping it off. You feel me? Let me see the baby real quick. I gotta go. Like, they knew they got to a point where they couldn't stop me and they couldn't fight no more because they had to worry about my kids, you feel me? So that was to that. Like,
so now your relationship with your kids, I've actually seen you interacting with your kids on several occasions, and it's a beautiful relationship. So what's nice is you was able to keep a wholesome relationship with your children while your aunt has them. Has it been a struggle in trying to grab your kids back and place them back in the home with you?
Yeah. But it's in the works right now.
I watch you with Nevaeh, the one that's in the house with you,
So
your
it's
current
like-
baby.
It's like to,
She's a great mom.
It's like to a certain extent, it's so much trauma. Like, I got so much DCF history, and like my shit is just like stacks and stacks of paperwork. You feel me? So they gotta feel safe enough to make sure I'm doing what I do. You know what I mean? So.
But what you have is, see, the crazy thing is, like, they make it so hard for parents to get their kids back once they're doing a great job, because you have all these businesses now. You have well, it looks like you've always had your own place. You got a nice fucking beautiful place. It's clean. You have a baby that you're taking care of right now who's healthy, who's in daycare that you have to pay for, which is not cheap because you're not getting help. And so, but everything is a process. And so when you think about the process right now, even right now to this day, as you continue to fight to get the kids back full custody, does it ever still make you think, damn, if I only just would have just held back on using, because look how clean I am right now. This was all really for nothing if you think about it, because your willpower, you know what I'm saying? You didn't fall short to it.
Every day.
So, so every day you think about that.
I got a daughter at home. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, it's not like, that's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. You feel me? Like, it's not a good feeling. I shouldn't have to pick up and drop my kids off. You know what I mean? It's not a good feeling at all. But it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna stand in it 10 toes. Like, nothing.
And stay the process, because some kids, they be like, oh, you forgot about me, or why'd you give up?
Oh, nah, them kids be calling, asking about me, girl. They be like, what you doing? Can we come to the salon?
So they get to come to the salon, and they've seen the digs. They've seen that pink, beautiful salon. Y'all gotta go to Waterbury. Shout out to you. What's the address of your salon?
91 South Main Street.
91 South Main?
Yeah, Waterbury, Connecticut. You've been there, girl.
Oh yeah, shout out to Bellamy. She does my nails all the time. I only get one color. I get them very, very short, and I get my nails done every 2.5 weeks, pretty much, to 3 weeks.
3.
Yeah, pretty much almost 3 weeks, but shout out to me. I'm actually trying to have a very professional interview with you. If you've noticed, wait, please don't touch. If you notice, I haven't sidebar a lot, because I really wanted you to have your time.
No, because why would you do that? You just did that. You just did that. Did you not just see what happened? That was on camera.
I know, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't start with me.
And you are an expensive woman. I've noticed, apart from even you being expensive, you love to spend. What's going on? Is that something like, so you know how when you stop one habit and start another? Like, did you replace certain habits and then turn them into spending habits? I don't know if anybody's ever asked you that.
You know how you just asked me what I was gonna do if I was in a room full of people? Nigga, I want to make money. I need the money.
Oh, so you would have got something, flipped it, and gave it to the whole room. You wasn't gonna use. And
we're gonna get up out of there. Let's go.
Yeah.
The fuck going on here?
The hustle is real.
Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag.
What you mean, put it in the bag?
Put it in the bag. Put the
Oh my God,
bag
you and Mo.
Put the duffel
Listen,
bag.
her manager, the two of them together, there's something else.
Like,
I ain't gonna call them criminals.
listen, that's
Two
all
of the-
right.
that's Bonnie and Clyde for real.
It's all right. That definitely is.
So I know that you have a lot going on, right? If you could think of, give me 2 things. What are you proud of yourself about? If you had to look at yourself and give your own self a compliment, because a lot of times we're so outside of ourselves, we never really get in tune with what we've done, where we've come. What are the accomplishments? Why are you proud of you? Give me 2 reasons to be proud of yourself.
Because I'm still here. That's what it is. I'm still here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
What about you do you like?
I'm pretty. I'm pretty. I'm serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've always had, like, and when I was younger, I was always bullied in school and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I was always talked to different because I was a girl.
That's your camera ugly.
I was never ugly. I was bullied in school. See how she's trying to take this shit serious and she keep fucking going to the sidebar?
I'm sorry. And you're right. You're right. But you said you was bullied in school.
I used to get bullied in school a lot. You feel me? So, like...
What was it, your height?
My height, I was always taller than everybody.
We gotta go back. I gotta talk about your height, and I don't mean, you know I love you. I seen that picture of your father. He's shorter than your damn mother.
I love her.
And your mother ain't tall. Why are you tall?
I got a tall grandmother.
Mark, I mean, you seen the picture of the father? I said, what the fuck? I expect the father to be as tall as Shaq.
Her mom is tall.
Okay, so generation skip. You could have had 2 shrimp ass parents, and bow, shoot up.
You see my sister? She's short too.
And speaking of your sister,
Well, both of them, they just a little tall.
may your sister rest in peace. I know that you had explained to me that both of you were suffering together. And now in that sisterhood, right? Who was older, you or your sister?
My sister,
What's her name again?
Asia,
All right, so in that sisterhood, who started using first?
me.
Did she pick up because of you, or did she pick up in a whole other crowd and then y'all just realized?
I didn't even know.
How ironic is it that your 14-year-old self, and how old was your sister at the time?
I think she was like 24. 24?
So the irony in that, you don't think is crazy? Like when y'all both realized what both of you were doing?
She wasn't doing it that long. She couldn't have been. I really can't even answer that for you because I don't know. Like, I really don't know because, you feel me, we was all in the same hotel with that same girl and we was all cool with her, you feel me? So I don't know.
Oh, this girl's the common denominator to everybody.
Yeah, so I don't never know. Like,
fuck her.
Yeah, my mom always
God
my mom
damn.
always say that, like, I don't know. She was a friend to all of us. Like, she was not.
I want you to change all that language.
Yeah.
I want you to change every bit that she was whatever you just said. If we could erase that, I want you to erase that. That was not your friend. You ever seen a friend? You see when you call me?
Well, you know.
I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean.
But
like,
that's a friend.
That's what it was at that point in time. Like, that's what the thought was. Let me say that. That's what the thought was. You feel me? Like.
Now, is she alive to date?
I don't even know.
Because that was a horrible ass friend.
I don't even know. Like,
so your sister started using. Now you know she's using now at this point when she's old.
I didn't find out my sister was using it until we moved to Waterbury, but I didn't find out that she was using after I got out of a group home that I was in. Somebody had told me on the block, like, I'm like, what? And I asked her, and she told me, like, that's my sister. You feel me? Like.
And she has, did she leave behind children? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. She got older children?
Yeah, 16.
So you guys all help with the children now?
13. Everybody got a little part in them babies. Everybody got a little part in them, literally.
I feel like you've been through hell and back.
I think I did too, but it don't feel like it. I feel good. I feel good.
Your spirit is
You get on my nerves. Why you do that? That's me. And I ain't got no choice but to keep living.
I'm happy you feel good. I'm happy God put in your spirit for you to still see the light at the end of the tunnel. You understand? You have such a light around you. Just be careful and cautious because people will see that shit and try to dim it. They'll try to break you down because they've seen those pictures and they know that you were once broken down. Every fucking brick anybody throw at you, man, you gotta build a house with that shit. You understand? Nobody, I've never really seen many people come out of recovery. I think that's why sometimes it takes me out as I see your story. But coming out of recovery like this, championing out, you're not an old woman, yo.
Mind over matter.
You young. There's young people right now. Right now. There's a 14-year-old girl right now who is suffering. There's a 14-year-old girl in a hotel right now. There's a girl getting beat up right fucking now. And you came out of all that shit.
I don't been through
If you could save girls right now,
I would. What'd be the last one of them? Cause I know how that shit go. My shit is deep for real. You feel me? I know I've been through in and out all them streets and Waterbury. Like
That's
ain't nobody
crazy,
tell me
B.
Nothing about them, girl. Everybody out there know me, old, young, little, big, cause they know. You feel me? Like this shit wasn't just no little walk in the park for me to get where I'm at. Like right now, you know what I mean? Like I had to stand on my shit. Like. You know what I mean? Like, everything that I've been through, I've been penalized for it already. You feel what I'm saying? When I went to jail, that was like a restart set of life. Like, if I didn't go to jail, I'd probably be dead.
guys, I need to know this, man. I want to say we've been within 5 to 7 days of Bellamy Bellamy's father passing away. And he died of cancer, right? And you even told me, you was like, Munch, you was like, I gotta come to the house. I need you to, so I get over there. You like, Munch, I was in Bridgeport, clubbing. He was in Bridgeport dying and nobody called me. Then he passed away and then you hit me the same day and said, Mommy got cancer that spread. And you sitting here right now telling me how happy you are. And you also telling me that you don't have one desire to use. God is using you whether you want to understand the full usage of him using you. But you got so much tasks. You have so many people that needs to be in, that you have to encourage. There's just, you walk around with a ton of everything. You got a Mack truck smacking you in the face every morning. You got to look at your mother go back and forth from chemo. You haven't even put the father in the casket yet, correct?
No.
And you happy.
You feel me?
She doing way better than I could have ever been doing at this time, and Dominique could tell you that. My wife will tell you that. You being on this chair right now, on Joints and Gibberish, I don't know how you had the capacity for that. You trying to sign people in real time during this week, as you like, Much, this one didn't sign the paperwork.
Shout out
You
to
still
Boomer.
working. Shout out to Boomer.
That's
But
my
shout out
word.
to you for persevering.
That's it. And we gonna work. We trying to make that.
Bellamy and I we got this thing where when we get sad, we fight. So we just gonna fight real quick.
Like, girl, nobody wants to do all that.
I'll kill you. What you talking about?
Fuck, you see that one? See that one here?
All right, and this is what we do. And so before she actually land one, because I don't want her to land one. So before she lands one, I just want to show you that we fight it out. And that's just with real sisters.
All the boxing people, they keep playing with us.
Oh.
That's what that we could say that.
Get into that.
Saying that I didn't fight on the boxing thing, guys. Didn't nobody come fight.
She's talking about the elite boxing. Shout out to
Breezy. Shout out to Elite Boxing. Shout out to Anubis Studios. Shout out to them. You feel me? But no one came to fight me, guys. I'm just gonna clear that up right now.
I don't know how you find, well, shit, at this point, I think you would want to fight. But I don't think that you should even fight anyone right now. You have too much, you're happy, but even the happiest people, like for me, I'm always happy, right? But if I really sit down and soak in what my situation is, baby, if I was to fight.
It'll be so
Layla Ali.
so good. Yeah.
What's her name? Clarissa Shields? What's her name? How you say her name?
I'm gonna get the knockout and I'm gonna make the money and I'm gonna go home and lay down. That's how I'm gonna feel about that.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, I'm gonna get the knockout, I'm gonna go home, smoke a blunt, and lay down.
So do me a favor, Bellamy. Help somebody on the road to recovery. I can't do that.
It's mine.
Help that little girl that's in the hotel right now, if you don't mind, because I can't do that.
It's literally mind over matter. If you want it, you gotta get it. You can't. I don't know how to explain it, but you can't let somebody else tell you that you want to get clean. You gotta do that shit yourself. Like, it's mind over matter. Like, it's like I still go through shit in my head every day where I got flashes of where I see, like, you know, me using and shit like that. And those are like my like reality checks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta want that shit. Like, it's like a one day at a time. Like, it's literally like, take it slow. Because any day you could fail. I ain't saying I can't fail. Because that shit is like, it's just happening for me. Because it's literally mind over matter. Like, I smoke weed. Hey, I'm okay.
So don't get discouraged if you relapse, guys. That's what she's saying. She's saying if you relapse, it's okay. It is okay to dust your ass off.
You know how many times
and try again.
Rehab, girl?
And I see your support system. So, you know, if we could close it out in regards to your support system, how is it having your mom around to help you the way she's been helping you? I love that for you. And you look like you can still use your mom on a day-to-day basis, because if you don't know Bellamy Bellamy, she is a baby. Nothing about Bellamy. She might be tough on the outside, but in the house.
See, now you just going too far.
No, but people need to understand she needs her mom. So it's like, how is it having her present? Because I don't have my mom, so I would love to hear how is it as with your grown self having your mom available to you the way you have her.
I don't know what I would do without it. That's how I'm gonna answer that. You feel me? And that's
She's staying on business. She's in the midst of going through chemo and everything. This is how down her mother is. Her mother will be like, because I be coming over before we getting ready for the club, and she be like, "You guys want me to come?" And I'm looking like, we actually would love for you to take a nap because you've done radiation this morning, and most people that's on chemo would do radiation.
That baby want to be outside.
Yeah, so she will slap that wig on. Shout out to the boy head. You know, anybody that's doing their thing, that boy head is that symbolization of it. That's also why my wife cut her hair off, because her mother had cancer. Rest in peace, Miss K. Yeah, she's still out partying and all that. How is that for you? Do you feel like, damn, it's so risky to have her out? You know she can't really drink, so now you got to monitor and all. Like, what is it like trying to party with your mother? Because you want her to have a good time, but you're trying to save her in real time. So it's like a double-edged sword, right?
Nah.
What's going on?
That baby be getting me home. You feel me?
Okay, so she's really there to take care of you.
Yeah,
she's not sidebarring and doing what she ain't supposed to. Okay, good.
She just coming to see what the hell I'm doing.
and appreciating these times is everything,
because
because
do little checkups like okay.
See what's going on with the biggest.
Feel me?
I've never been to a club or anything like that, my mom. So I actually think that's really, really cool.
She like to go out, but she need to chill sometime. She need to chill sometime. So you could come see the face a little bit. That's it.
Okay, all right. And you definitely mean what you say, because when it comes to your mother, sometimes she be like,
nah, because you know, you never know what happened in the club.
Yep.
Man. And then, you know, certain females be doing weird shit. You know me? Might bump my mom the wrong way, might have to knock me out.
That part.
Like, I don't want to go to jail.
That part.
Yeah. And that's just how that goes. Feel me?
Yo, so listen to me, guys. The biggest, if you didn't know why she's here and what this journey was all about and why her story is so glorifying, this is why. This is why she deserves her flowers. You know, people gonna hate on you regardless. There's nothing you can do about hate. You get what I'm saying? And when you're doing big things and they realize and they recognize, you know, they're gonna come around for that. And there's gonna be people that's been talking about you later on, like they've been doing now. There'll be more blogs, but that's only because they have to grab that attention.
I don't want them to stop talking about me.
Nah, they need to grab that attention from you. You where it's at. They trying to snatch something. Remember, you got the light. You understand what I'm saying? So I want you to continue to embrace that light. I want you to always be happy.
You know I am.
And stay in that space because I think that's why you're thriving. You don't look like what you've been through. I mean, shit, if you look at the pictures, this baby look like she's had her fair share of food now. She don't look like she was in any hotel anymore. You ain't been back at a hotel with them kind of drugs in it in 6 years. And she ain't going back to
nice
the
hotels, baby.
She ain't going back to the strip club. You get what I'm saying? We ain't so clock that shit. So with that being said, I want to thank you so much for being vulnerable here on Joints and Gibberish. I can't thank you enough for coming as a sister and also as being a sister. And with that being said, it's always gonna be the Munchie way. Yeah.
I ain't missing that time.
You already know what's going on. That's how we gotta do it. That's how we gotta do it.